and welcome to Something Witchy, a Sabrina the Teenage Witch rewatch podcast. I'm Laura Cotter.
And I'm Skye Orchard.
And we are recapping Season 3. But it's not just us. We have a guest. Skye, would you like to introduce our guest?
Well, today, to help break up just our voices that y'all get to listen to all the time, we have my friend and friend of the pod on the socials, Sara Murphy.
Welcome, Sara.
Hello, everyone. Super excited to be here with you.
Oh, I know who you are now because I recognized your Instagram name.
I was going to say, I constantly comment on everything you guys post. It's all good.
Thank you. We love the engagement.
Well, I love the pod. I'm very, very honored to be here.
I'm assuming you grew up watching Sabrina as well.
That's an incorrect assumption. I watched occasional episodes and then, I didn't really get back into it until probably I met Skye. And so Skye's like my gateway back to Sabrina.
I love that for Skye, who has also not seen the whole series all the way through.
I'm glad I'm not alone. Yeah.
So have you been like watching along with the podcast or just like catching it here and there?
Catching it here and there. Yeah.
Which is more than a lot of our friends. So.
Oh, no. Like, I think I had a friend who like started off listening to it. I don't know if she still does. And then nobody else, none of our other friends listen to this. So screw them.
Well, they're missing out. Maybe they'll listen to this one and they'll know.
I know.
I think my mother still listens. She hasn't mentioned it in a while, so we might have lost Camille.
She's still will sometimes engage with our social media, though not as much as she used to. Maybe she's just not on social media as much. I don't know.
I guess I could like ask her or something, but
my mother doesn't listen to this, so it's fine.
I feel like this is very much a podcast for like millennials. And I don't know, are the younger generations into Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
I think they're the chilling adventures.
Some of them are rediscovering it, especially now that these kind of TGIF shows are on streaming. Some of them are rediscovering this kind of stuff. It is vast majority millennial women that listen to this podcast.
I love that crowd.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow friends.
Well, did you get a chance to watch season 3 then?
No, I have watched 0 episodes of season 3. I am only going off of the questions that you two have prepared.
Awesome. Fantastic. Great.
Yep, really diving in. But now I'm going to feel guilty and have to go back and watch season 3 in addition to season 4. So,
well, on that note, should we get into our recap?
Let's do it.
All right. So I guess let's start with Laura and then we'll move to Skye and we'll just flip-flop the order on the answers. So Laura, what were your top 3 episodes of season 3?
Definitely Salem the Boy. I think that was my favorite. And then because Curtis Anderson, I know Roland's in that and that's controversial, but I really liked Curtis. He's just so much better that it doesn't matter that Roland's in it. There's a lot that are like tied for second place. So the first one is easy. The second 2 are harder. I'm going to go with Pancake Madness. And then I think I'm going to go with, it's a tie between Good Will Haunting and Sabrina's Sandman, but I think I'm going to go with Good Will Haunting. I think I'm going to go with my top 3.
Skye, what do you think? Agree, disagree? Do you have any overlap?
Definitely have some overlap. I just binge watched first 20 episodes of season 3 yesterday and today to refresh myself. And I think Pancake Madness is actually my top. It has a fun little jingle songy in it. Mm-hmm. I love that there. And I think anytime Melissa gets to act crazy, like those are my favorite episodes of this season. Salem the Boy as well was great there. But then also, I don't think I was as into it when we recapped it, but Sabrina the Teenage Writer on a second rewatch was fun.
Solid one. We got some good lines out of that podcast recording. So
well, since we did your top 3, I think we obviously have to now ask, Skye, we'll start with you. What was your least favorite episode and why?
There wasn't one I like truly disliked, like the first 2 seasons.
It's not the one where we get this family secret solved?
Well, there is that trauma. Thanks for bringing it up. I think Boy Was My Face Red actually is my least favorite, or the pom-pom incident. Any really episode where it just shows how shitty of a friend Sabrina is to Valerie. Like, she's a mean girl this season.
Yeah, those are both not her finest moments. I think everybody knows the one I hate the most is Nobody Knows Libby like Sabrina Knows Libby, because it's just gross.
Oh, interesting.
I hate the ones that have like gross puns in them or gross jokes. Don't like, I think wasn't Finger Flu my least favorite one last season?
Yeah. So if there's like snot or drippy things or dangly things, Laura's a no-go.
Not for Laura.
Mm-mm.
That's fair. I am curious in terms of we're talking about how the season has a few episodes where Sabrina is like less than at her best as a human. Does that flow well with her character arc from the first 2 seasons as well?
I think it's more prominent this season, but it's definitely like sort of within character. I mean, you're a teenager, you're figuring out things, but she could be a little less mean this season.
I think what was hard for me is there were a couple episodes where they're like, oh, Sabrina's the greatest person. And she's so smart and she's so kind and she's just the best. And then we had these episodes where she was very much not that. And so it's like they're trying to convince us of one thing, but they're showing us something else. And I think that was more prominent in this season than it was in previous ones.
That's a good way to put it.
Did you like the story arc of season 3 overall?
Guy.
Oh, that is a loaded question. My rewatch, it's been delightful. While we were recapping, not so much because I was focused in on this family secret, but then rewatching it, it's like, this is just cruel because we go 10 episodes with no sort of clue. I totally forgot in the rewatch that she needs to be solving this. And then you get a clue again, and it's like the trauma comes back, the memories of Nam. And so I think once I have healed my soul, I will be in a good place with this season. Now, how long will that healing journey take? Only time will tell.
I think we're going to hit a couple episodes in season 4 and you're going to be like, oh, this was actually not that bad. I feel like this, if we took out the family secret, looking at seasons 1 and 2, where it was about Sabrina, like kind of struggling with her identity almost and trying to like understand this new part of herself. She's very established in her witch self this season. We didn't really have any of that. I'm a teenager. I'm a mortal. I'm a witch. I'm trying to figure out like who, there's a lot of changes happening in my life. We didn't really have any of that this season. And if you take out the family secret arc, who she is in episode 1 is very much who she still is by the season finale. And so I don't know if there was as much growth from her as a character this season. Like her relationships didn't really change. Like we had growth with her relationship with Harvey last year. There's the argument Skye made that like maybe her relationship with her friends was actually worse this season because of some of the choices she made. While the family secret was a fun plot line to keep things moving throughout the season and give her something to do, it actually didn't really change who she was.
Interesting. So I'm curious as to what your overall season rating would be. I want to know how much you guys differ, Skye, with your strong dislike of the family secret, Laura, with your feeling that maybe her character didn't develop as much as she could have in any capacity. What are your thoughts?
Despite the trauma, which is probably how I'm going to start a lot of sentences in this episode there, I would give it a good, 7. Like, there's a lot of lines I didn't catch while we were recapping that make me laugh. It's good comedy, just with a hint of trauma. And I think I like it more. I have more episodes I like from this season than, season 1 or season 2.
Agreed. While Sabrina didn't necessarily change, I think it's probably because both her character and the show have found their footing. And for the most part, the episodes are really solid this season. There were a couple in the first 2 where I was like, I don't really like this. This is really off-putting. Yeah, I think overall, as far as iconic, very well put together episodes, this is the strongest season we've had so far.
That's very exciting. It makes me ready for season 4. What's next? What were your favorite and least favorite characters this season? Let's say the new characters, people who are just appearing in season 3 for the first time.
Well, my least favorite was Caligula. Not a fan as far as new characters. Jaja's character is fine, but I think she's my favorite because it's Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
She just acts it superbly. I think Jaja has to win. Even though I do like Cousin Susie as far as the family members we do meet.
That's so funny because I was going to say Susie's my least favorite. I was re-listening to our episode of that one last night and I was just getting annoyed again where I'm like, oh, to be around somebody like that for so long, I need somebody who will gossip and talk shit about people with me and won't be like, oh, well, I don't like to judge people. No, get down in the dirt and judge people with me. I wanted to say that my favorite was Dashiell, but I can't choose him because he was in season 2.
You cannot.
I know that this is going to be a controversial choice. I love Cousin Mortimer. He has such a special place. It's mostly because of his actor. I know there's some people who don't like Cousin Mortimer. I understand that. They feel like he's a little bit annoying. It doesn't add much to the plot line, but I'm going to say he's so sweet when I just crapped on Susie for being sweet. But he's sweet in a way that doesn't feel like, look at how good I am. And he messes up, and he is an imperfect person, and he has his issues. And while he does send Harvey's little brother to India, he doesn't turn Harvey into a beast to try and teach Sabrina a lesson.
There is something to be said for that, I suppose. Well, okay, so we've got the favorite and least favorite from the season. Who would you bring in from seasons 1 and 2 that maybe didn't show up or didn't show up as much in season 3? And how would you have fit them into the story arc, or what episodes would you have put them in?
We mentioned a couple times actually, like, oh, Quizmaster would be great in this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, fit him in any episode and he would have made it so much better.
Him and Mr. Poole, like Mr. Poole in the Big Sleep episode. I think Quizmaster would be fun in Pancake Madness.
Yeah.
He would have added something to that. Do we think that Sabrina the Matchmaker would have been improved if Cupid had actually appeared?
Probably. Actually, that might be my least favorite. Or that's just a mid-episode. That didn't need to be in here. Cut it out. Kill your babies, writers. Like,
they're trying to make more money. They're trying to get a universe going.
Spin-offs. But yeah, having Cupid actually there instead of the cheat of, oh, Cupid, let me know that you need to do blah, blah, blah.
All right, next on the list, it looks like Skye, do you have a question for me?
I sure do.
I don't know what this means.
No, before this happens, Sarah, I know you're friends with Skye first. You cannot let that sway you in your decision. Hey, this needs to be impartial.
Okay, I'm ready. I've got my judge hat on.
Say you are a convicted criminal who tried to take over the world. Your punishment is that you are turned into a cat. Now, later on, a spell is cast such that you can now possess a mortal. The idea being that your conscious soul, whatever, is now possessing this person, and your body as a cat is left behind. If your consciousness, soul, whatever, leaves that physical body, my assumption is that it just becomes, inanimate, or slumps over, or is not moving. However, suddenly you have left what is supposedly your body, and now there is another presence occupying that body. Your body's moving, it's doing normal cat stuff while you have vacated, and then you go eventually back into that body. Did we create life? Did we create a cat soul? Because there wasn't one before. That is your body. You just left that body, but all of a sudden there's something else in that body.
So the question is, does the cat have a soul when you leave the cat to go possess a mortal?
Did they create life somehow in this season when that occurred?
I feel like, okay, does your definition of creating life include having a soul? Do you think everything with life has a soul?
Conscious might be a better phrase.
Look at this face. Do you think there's a conscious thought in this face?
Hey, that's mean to Mabel.
She's here for my object lesson.
Oh, knowing cats, yes, there's many conscious thoughts.
The cat's still making choices. It's obviously making decisions. It can move. It's responding to things. So there is some sort of intelligence.
It's making decisions in that it's like cleaning itself or eating. It's not like solving math equations.
I believe, having seen enough of Riversong on Zoom calls, that Riversong at least is consciously making decisions. This is a great question. I think the cat just goes back to normal once the soul vacates it. Back to whatever it was before. I know, I'm sorry, Skye.
So where's the body, Sarah? Your human body became a cat.
We don't know that. We don't know. Salem's human body would be hidden somewhere, locked up in a jail cell.
Actually, that should be the spin-off series. The body comes back to life. Maybe that's like Frankenstein.
The body has the cat soul in it.
The body has the cat soul. I would watch that show. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so I see what side of the coins you guys fall down on. So, Skye, you think that there is a soul left?
I think they created life magically. Like, their cat shouldn't have been moving as soon as Salem started possessing Gordy. Like, that cat should have just, like, slumped over like a puppet without a hand in it until Salem goes back to his body.
I disagree, but that's fair. I understand where you're coming from.
I feel so betrayed.
That is now 2 people who agree with me, including one that was on the show and pretended to be Salem.
What a great question. So deep, so philosophical.
Betrayal.
So much betrayal.
Would you be this upset about if like Salem was like a worm? And then, like, he left the worm body and the worm was, like, inching along.
Would you still love me if I were a worm?
A worm would still, like, inch around, but do we think that a worm has consciousness and a soul? Or would you just be like, it's just its electrical firings going off that are moving its body around?
If Salem were a worm and he were to then possess Gordy, I expect that worm to slump over like a puppet until the consciousness returns.
Okay.
Puppet analogy is the best I've got. Not moving.
You're going to ask every guest this from here on out, aren't you? Until you find somebody who agrees with you.
I don't know. I already have trauma from the season, and now this is becoming a second traumatic point. So
This guy's never going to watch season 3 ever again. So let's move to the listener questions. The first one we got from a Reddit user named Comfortable Vast 1126. Thank you for chiming in. Great question. Is Skye mentally okay after getting through the family secret plotline? My concern over their well-being has been escalating the last few weeks as we approach the disappointing conclusion. How are you holding up over there, Skye?
There were a lot of people who reached out about, like, especially like the last episode 21, I think that went up. People were like, oh no, how's Skye?
welcome to my descent to madness, which is just every family secret guess, the snippet of the actual guess at the end of each episode, just start to get a little bit more unhinged in my voice as I scramble. I will drop that in right here.
So, Skye, going off 0 information, what do you think the family secret is?
That the Spellman family is prone to ear problems. We see a glimpse into Hilda's ear, which is a barren field, and Zelda says, well, at least there's not locusts this year. Zelda obviously has her ear problems, and Sabrina doesn't listen, which is a major ear problem. I'm also going to say they're prone to psychosis. And so really this family secret is just how crazy is this family, actually.
The family secret is about their family. And then this next part is in all caps. Who would have thought? What a useless clue. Like, it's family secret. It's already implied, right? That it's about the frickin' family. They all have a 6th toe they grow. Already said they have 6 toes. They're insane. Have hearing problems. They're addicts.
That's it. They're just addicts. They're addicted to multiple things.
They're addicted to life. They're like succubi, except for not like the sexual succubi.
Asexual succubi.
Asexual succubi. Sucking up that magic. They're vampires, but they drink magic because they have addictions. There is no family secret. 1. The Spellman teenagers aren't allowed to have cars. 2. The Spellmans can't cast magic in any sort of fun way. The Spellmans like to toot their own horn, and they have too big of egos. See, look, I used the word horn.
They're aliens. Boring answer based on the clues we have. We're going to say quarter of a century because Sabrina hasn't witnessed it yet, and she is 16 years old. They transform into some sort of beast. Therefore, we have a whip, and for some reason, only a horn and blowing it can turn them back into normal witches. The exciting answer is we have a whip. So the Spellmans, to get their license, they have to go on an Indiana Jones-esque adventure with said whip. And because there's a horn where they're going to, the secret, Christian relic or whatnot, because it's Indiana Jones, is the walls of Jericho. Because as we know, blowing a horn is what took down the walls of Jericho. And along the way in this Indiana Jones adventure, the witch meets people who have both good parts and bad parts to them. There is no true bad guy or good guy.
Okay.
That is my more exciting Indiana Jones spinoff of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They're colonizers with their whips and their horns and their good and bad parts. So Sabrina and Harvey are doomed. That's the family secret. They're all fake like a snake because it rhymes. I think I'm gonna stick with the previous secret of just like no relationship between a mortal and a witch will actually ever fully succeed. Fire, minus L, the Spellman, plus Robert E. Lee, Snake, B plus Horn, Whip A, negative E, good and bad in all of us. Born.
There you go.
But we're not getting rid of the H.
It's not literal. It's not exact.
Oh, is it like slant? So born, and then instead of whip, it's with.
Ooh, okay. We got 2.
We're being sneaky.
We are being sneaky.
With suggestions of words instead of just giving words.
Yes. Are you gonna guess? Are you boycotting?
I'm trying really hard. This love becoming of is really making me question a lot of things in a not fun way. Fire of the Spellman family. Snake is born with a mullet.
Sure, let's go.
I'm looking at myself in the camera and my face is like bright red, like anger from inside out.
So mad.
The Spellmans can time travel with no consequences.
I feel like we've had that one before.
We probably have. I'm desperately pulling off the top of my head. Look, I have the board memorized in my head now, and I do not like that. Sabrina says the family secret outright in this episode.
Oh, what is the family secret?
They're not good at telling stories. She says, look at my gene pool. Gene pool, family. Family secret. Done.
How does the fire clue fit into that?
They're so bad at telling stories that they burned it all down. Did the board show that there was a word before M plus fire?
There was a space.
I thought that was just dramatic spacing. I have not mentally prepared myself for a word before M plus fire. I had figured that since there is not an E in birds, it could not be at the end with minus E. So I was prepared for birds to go after the Spellman or before Robert E. Lee. So basically right next to each other. The birds of Robert E. Lee have a snake.
You're assuming the clue is birds.
Sabrina literally says birds, and no one corrects her.
Because they can't help her. She has to do it on her own.
I find myself questioning my sanity quite a lot because of this. Like I already do in life. And then there's this family secret, which is just literally driving me loony. And it's like, am I a smart, educated person? I don't know, because this is insane. Like, the words B plus horn became born, so you're just swapping out H, but then whip transforms all the letters to with. Like, there is no pattern of the words changing. Love becomes of, like...
Wait until you figure out what the snake one is.
Like, there's no even consistency to how we're mutilating these words. Mm-hmm. I'm going as crazy and twitchy as Sabrina is in half these episodes. Which I guess I get, because she's also trying to solve the family secret. Mm-hmm. It's not a good time. We're not doing well over here, is the moral of the story. And so the family secret is to be a witch, you have to be insane. And the way to become insane is to have to solve this family secret that has no sense or logic to it. And so the family secret is we are torturing you so that you can become a witch. Congratulations. Gold star. You did it.
With Robert E. Lee.
With Robert E. Lee's pet snake, who's born with a negative E. We have good and bad parts because we're literally insane.
We've literally fractured our minds.
Bird, feather, cage, beak, some variation of bird that you won't tell me. M plus fire of the Spellman. Blank blank Robert E. Lee's snake was born with a negative E. Where do birds live?
Where do birds live? That's a good question. Where do birds live?
Trees?
No.
Where do birds live? The sky?
Maybe not naturally where they live, but it's
Pet
a place.
Stores?
No.
Zoo?
No. No. No?
Aviary?
Okay.
Aviary,
Remember, we're kind of doing slant rhyme things where it's not necessarily the exact word.
Every.
Okay. Okay.
Really? Oh my gosh. No. No, no, no. Oh gosh. Every.
Every empire.
Oh my gosh. Member?
Yes.
There
Oh my
are
gosh.
no
Yes.
embers. Oh, no. No. Every member of the Spellman.
This one's hard because you're missing two parts of this word.
Well, it has to be like family or something within there.
Mm-hmm.
Is born with a, and then there's good and bad in all of them. Oh, I dislike this.
I really don't want you to guess it. I'm really nervous you're going to get it.
Well, we know it's a ridiculously stupid secret, too. So, I'm going to say every member of the Spellman family is born with a conscious.
Okay.
Oh, I think I've maybe guessed that before. So, every member of the Spellman family is born with a, I don't know. You seem sort of bleh about my surgery idea, so I don't know if it's a physical ailment per se, but also the good and bad parts of all of them, which parts could be physical ailment or it's psychological.
There's good and bad parts in all of us, and we all need a tumor to be removed. Because that's the bad part.
They have devil horns on their head that have to be removed. Well, I'm beginning to think it's not physical.
Okay. Is it spiritual?
Metaphysical? Vibes? Well, you sort of poo-pooed my surgery thing, so a hard time believing it's physical.
It could be physical.
Oh, yeah?
I honestly don't know how to qualify what it actually is.
So it won't be valid for the 20 questions game? Person, place, or thing?
I don't want to answer that.
Person.
I'm not answering any of
Place. Thing. Rock. Mineral.
Vegetable. It's a vegetable.
Oh, it's a vegetable. To be young and innocent and not have to worry about family secrets.
You just get the pride of knowing you solved it before Sabrina if you guess it.
I might not have any pride left. Like, I think about this daily. It's sad. I'm a grown-ass adult thinking about these clues.
I mean, you think about it more than Sabrina does.
That's true. Where's my prize?
You've definitely already solved more than her because she stopped at family and you got the is born with a. So you already have more than her.
Do I become an honorary Spellman because of my work this past season? Do I get my witch's license?
I don't know if you're going to want to be one after you find out what the secret is.
Because are they born with a person, place, or a thing, Laura?
Not telling you.
Rude.
I think the episode when you got the aviary clue was the best.
Oh. I don't know how I'm doing. I still don't know. Like, I'm trying to do a mental check-in with myself.
When I was re-listening through our season 3 episodes, at the beginning, one of the very first episodes, I told you, remember that this family secret applies to every single family member we meet.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back at all the family members who provided a family secret, how is it possible that they all have twins?
And that they're all the good twin?
How is Doris the good twin?
I would like to see Zsa Zsa's bad twin.
King Kong has a bad twin.
The pirates have worse twins?
Do you think Aunt Dorma's twin is a white sheep?
Were you guys, both of you, satisfied with the family secret? And if you had to change the family secret to be a different secret, what would you change it to?
I am not satisfied. I will never be satisfied. I want continuity in everything. I want logic. I want a cat soul to be explained, obviously. Like, I will go down the mental wormhole and be right about that wormhole. But regardless, I think I would have preferred, I think it would have added more stakes. And I guess I know a couple times of like, either they can't find true love or they can't have love with a mortal, because then there's continuing stakes, there's continuing plot lines, and Sabrina can try and like break what could be seen as like a family curse or something and prove this secret wrong, versus a twin that I guess we see again, but it'll just give my brain more questions, and I don't like that.
It's definitely something I've, like, as I've done rewatches over the years, I've always been like, this doesn't make sense. Like, this makes sense when you're 12 and you don't really think deeply about it. And it's like you're watching it on a Friday night with your friends. That's fine. When you become an adult and you start thinking about like the logistics of how this happens and like, how do you have twins that are born to separate parents and live in separate places. And like, what is this weird magic that's happening? Because we get no explanations for any of this. They just dropped this plot in and then walked away from it. And we're like, this is just what it is. And you're like, okay, sure. We're like, I think it would have been better. Again, we kind of talked about this had it been a 2-part episode. So we could have sat with it for a little bit longer, discussed it a little bit longer, gotten to know Sabrina's quote unquote evil twin a little bit better. I think they would have done that in this day and age. Like this either would have been like a special episode where it was extra long, like a double length one, or it would have been cut into 2 parts because I feel like people now are much more demanding of the lore and making sure the lore makes sense for certain things. Whereas back then we were just like, sweet, great, next episode. Like, I'm really surprised they didn't choose to have the reveal of Sabrina, you know, initially being declared the bad twin. I'm surprised that wasn't like a cutoff point and then like to be continued next season. That's absolutely a fantastic cliffhanger to then like draw in for the next round. But I also understand we traditionally start off our seasons with the beginning of the school year, so it wouldn't really work, but they could have done it if they wanted to. We got enough other nonsense that doesn't make sense story-wise. They could have done it.
Not they could have.
That's actually a perfect segue into one of our listener questions from Josh Hancock, who sent an email. Here is what he says. Continuity is famously unimportant to the show's universe. What one role would you like to be addressed and matter for the show and its characters?
Well, there's so many.
I know. I think the one that I got annoyed with was in Sabrina and the Beast when she became suddenly very concerned about appearances and about Harvey's looks and about her looks. I felt like that was a very left turn for Sabrina's personality and didn't align with what we have established about her, or at least what we have been told about her, because we've been told she's very accepting, she's very, you know, gracious and loving and looks past that. And then to have an episode that was all about how Sabrina's shallow was character development wise a complete break from what we had established. Like, I understand it was an important story to tell. I feel like there's a better way to do it than suddenly making Sabrina very obsessed with looks.
That's deep and caring about the characters.
We had a whole episode about how character development is very important. And like the next episode just threw it out the window.
Yeah. I think for me at this point in time, that's a pun right now because I want the timeline to just make sense. I want to stop repeating years and having 2 junior years unexplained, and they're retconning us with different characters' memories, trying to pretend they didn't do something. I would like a clean timeline.
Yeah, that's fair.
Both very reasonable requests of a show, I would say. All right, next question is another Reddit question from I Always Need to Pee. Clever. They're staying hydrated, so that's good. As someone who thinks this was the best season comedy-wise and that it's going to be rough getting through the rest, what scenes made you guys chuckle the most?
I know Laura's hinted about how there's a tonal shift, but it's scary how many people are like, the change is coming. Brace yourself.
It's like menopause. It's the change.
Sabrina hits menopause, season 4. Another family secret. It comes on early.
In which twin?
Don't even, sir. I think going back to what I said earlier, just anytime Sabrina gets to act crazy or Melissa gets to act crazy is always fun, as well as, you know, we just have so many episodes this season, like Sabrina the Teenage Writer. The actors get a lot more chance to ad-lib, it feels like, and just play versus season 1 and season 2 there.
The one I laughed the most in was definitely, again, Salem the Boy, which is why it's my favorite. I'll still think about Mr. Kraft Needs Milk and him just yelling that and still giggle to myself sometimes. That one, and then I'm like not trying to just pick from the end of the season, but those were the really fun ones. Hilda shooting the peas at Mr. Kraft in his dream, or Sabrina making Mr. Kraft go insane with the peas. What was the other one that I was like, oh, Mrs. Quick's Monty Hall yelling and expression? That one made me laugh out loud when I watched it. Yeah, it was more towards the end of the season that I think we got more unhinged and more fun. And like more insane plot-wise too. Good and bad.
Circling back to another listener question from Josh. If you could change one decision for Sabrina during season 3, what would you have her do and how would that change things?
care about solving the family secret earlier.
That would be nice.
I would save Skye some trauma.
Actually, Pom Pom incident, Cousin Mortimer literally stops Sabrina and is like, you can ask me anything you want. And he is head in the cloud enough that he would just tell her the family secret. Like episode 4, we could have at least been much further along or just been done with this. Like, stop running away, Sabrina. Sit your ass down. Talk with Mortimer. Care about it. My mental health would be so much better if Sabrina had made that choice.
That's fair. That's a good point.
That's super fair. What would you change, Laura?
I would have her choose Dashiell in the season opener. Not for forever. I think like for a half a season to a season. Imagine Dashiell's also trying to solve his family secret at the same time, and they can talk about this. But at the same time of this season, we would have this undercurrent of this like, but will she go back to Harvey? And then maybe like the reveal of her actually being the good twin is like where she decides like, no, she actually loves Harvey and like goes back to him. Like, I think having Dashiell would have added so much more depth to the show if she would have chosen him in that first episode.
That's a great answer. Yeah. Always good to have depth. I love the idea of the character arc, like the reveal, the good twin, and then she goes back to Harvey and like that. That's, yeah. They should have done that for sure. All right, let's do just a couple more quick listener questions. So coming from Frank Hudson 21 on Instagram, on a scale of 1 to 10, Skye, how excited are you knowing that you will never again have to guess the family secret at the end of an episode?
17.
Sounds right. And then from Erin Rachel Cat on Instagram, did you, either of you, consider going to the Sabrina Chicago thing?
I didn't. With work stuff, it wouldn't have worked out.
One of my coworkers messaged me on Instagram and was like, do we need to get you out to this? I was like, yeah, probably. And she's like, okay, what do we need to do? But it was like a week before. And I was like, nothing, Melissa. The world has gone travel right now.
Yeah.
Impossible. But I don't think I would have wanted to go because I've been so paranoid and like avoiding spoilers that I could just imagine I'm sitting in that audience and they decide to bring up the family secret. Me just like standing up and walking out.
I also know 100% they would have spoiled next season for you too.
Yeah.
Based on the list of who was there.
I love your guys' dynamic, but Laura's got the insider info, has seen it all before, knows what Skye's going to go through. That's quite helpful, Skye.
And laughs at me.
and
my journey.
Less helpful.
By the time we get to season 6, we'll be on fairly even footing because I actually started my rewatch during the writer's strike, and that's where I came up with the idea of the podcast. And so by the time we agreed to do the podcast, I had only made it through the first 5 seasons, like the very beginning of season 6. And so I stopped, and I don't remember very much of what happens in 6 and 7, other than I don't really like them. So we will be on even footing after season 5.
About damn time.
Yeah, I knew you were looking forward to that.
So before we talk about season 4, when I was doing my re-listen to our podcast, we get to episode 1 of season 3, and I ask you, Skye, what is your hope for the season? Because we're trying to be positive. We had some negative feelings about the season before, and I asked you for your hope, and you gave me a very interesting answer that I would like you to re-listen to and tell me how well that worked out for you. My other really quick question, having watched 1 episode, what are your hopes for season 3? We're gonna go hopeful and positive.
Before watching this episode, I would have said maybe like continuity or like clear answers. Having watched this episode, it's not gonna happen. So I think my hope for season 3 is to not fully lose my sanity.
Best of luck to you. I will try to support you on that journey.
Thanks. Oh, that's cruel of myself.
Did that hope come true?
It did not. It very much did not.
Are you going to be optimistic and carry that same hopes over to season 4? Or are you just done hoping for clarity and consistency?
I do think that is my hope for season 4. That we straighten out the timeline a little bit. They actually go into their senior year, maybe complete their senior year, and no longer be juniors. And I'm not going to ask for any more continuity from the writers, because I know I won't get it. And, maybe I will have some sanity in some regards. I'll be less twitchy. I'm manifesting just a little twitchy and a little mentally unstable. I can't go full optimistic anymore. I've been burnt.
I appreciate you hedging your bets for sure. That's probably the wise way to go. Do you have any predictions for what's going to happen in the next season?
I do know we lose Valerie and Libby.
Mm-hmm.
So we've lost best friend and worst enemy. So I think we are going to get some new characters filling those roles. It's hard to imagine how like Libby's role will be filled and if it would be by a fellow student or if it's like some outside antagonist. I think we might have a witch friend for Sabrina, maybe, instead of just a random high schooler coming in for senior year. That would be cool, maybe, for Sabrina. And I would like Zelda and Mr. Kraft to not be a thing anymore. I think it's had its fun, but let's move on. There's much better men out there for Zelda. Those are my predictions.
Laura, since you've already seen this, what episodes do you think that Skye will either love or completely hate from season 4?
I believe Skye's going to absolutely hate episode 4 for the same reasons I hate it. I think we're going to have a long discussion on episode 4. It's called Little Orphan Hilda.
Oh, no, I don't like that title.
There's also a new family secret exposed in that one.
One of the many fake family secrets.
Yeah. I was just reading the IMDb description and it's like, we reveal a surprising family secret. There's a lot of secrets in this family. Yeah, I think you're going to hate that one. I think you're going to like, and I'm debating between two. It's either going to be episode 16, which is Welcome Back, Duke, because I think you're going to like the guest star in it and kind of some answers to some things, sort of, that we might get into that one. The other one I think you might like, just because it's so ridiculous, is episode 17, which is Salem's Daughter.
Is it going to bring questions?
It might, but it's a pretty wacky episode, and I think you might like it for that reason.
So what are your goals going into season 4?
To finish season 4?
We'll be the first podcast to finish season 4, right?
Yeah. Longest running one was like a couple episodes into season 4, wasn't it?
This is like crazy podcast lore. What happened? Why did everyone drop off at season 4?
The change.
Says Skye, who's never seen it. I love that. I wonder, is it because this family secret is so bad? People were just like, nah.
I think it's just like people start a podcast and they don't necessarily
realize how much of a commitment it is.
Especially something that has 7 seasons. So yeah, so finishing out season 4 would definitely be a goal. Just because I want to finish this whole series out. I think it's fun. People seem to want to have the space to talk about it. So I want to do that for not just us, but for other people as well. It's also been fun for mine and Skye's friendship. Our friendship's definitely changed over the course of this podcast because I talk to Skye more than I talk to like anybody else. I actually talk, not just like text or send Instagram reels to. So that's been fun to see how our friendship has changed over the course of the past couple of years. I honestly was a little bit worried when we first started out that I was like, oh no, what if we end up getting into a fight? What if this ends up like ruining our friendship? What if we like disagree on something and it just blows everything up? And it hasn't happened yet.
We've threatened it a couple times of, well, we're done.
Yeah.
The moment I said 6-7, that nearly broke.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Skye.
Like there's been some jokes. It's been good for our friendship. It's also been just a fun thing to do, even though there are some days where I'm like, why am I doing a third job that I'm not actually getting paid to do?
Yeah, it does take a bit of time.
But then when I actually do it, I'm like, oh no, this is fun and I enjoy this. And I enjoy that we've built a little community of people that we can have these discussions with. I hope we get some more interviews in season 4. I hope we get to talk to some more, cast and staff and crew. And I hope that we break 200 on our Instagram followers because that's on my goal bingo sheet for the year.
Actually, Sarah here, and I mentioned it in one of our episodes, post Sabrina and the asparagus and ketchup. Sarah's the one who suggested broccoli and ketchup and that it tastes like a shrimp cocktail.
It does.
I said I was going to do it, but then I was traumatized by the asparagus and ketchup. But here's your chance, folks. If y'all can get your friends or whatnot to get us to like 160 after this episode drops, I will do the broccoli and ketchup. I will go back to ketchup despite having so many ketchup experiences. I will do it. So balls in your court, folks. People seem to like me trying things out.
We're currently at 134, so that's only 26 people.
That's doable. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm going to tell all of my friends for sure.
Sarah's just going to be making fake accounts.
Finstas all of a sudden are just going to...
I will. Yeah. Skye taught me how to do bots.
I'm going to go buy some followers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The dogs are suddenly going to get accounts.
Oh, they have accounts, so I'll just hack those and follow you. Yeah, it's perfect.
Well, your goals for season 4 were great, Laura. My goals were literally, I want a better vocabulary because my go-to phrases are ending a sentence with so, responding to you with, that's interesting, or true. And then I don't physically laugh out loud. I do this weird, like, something like that instead.
You do what my dad does and you just smirk.
But when I do laugh, it's not a good laugh for podcast per se. It just sounds weird.
You need joy in your laugh and joy in your laugh. You need joy in your heart, Skye. Thank you, Sarah, so much for joining us and for moderating.
This was super fun, you guys. Anytime you need a moderator, I'm glad to be part of it. And thank you for doing this. I think it's so fun. I love watching you guys on social media too. Like the different ways you all engage are like, it's great.
I love that I always have ideas for social media, but I don't want to do them. So I'll just be like, Skye, I need this video.
And then I sometimes pull it.
Yeah.
And sometimes not.
Sometimes.
Laura's just going to get a dump of videos. And I'm like, I'm off to Scotland for a month. Good luck.
Yep. And I'll sit on them for a year.
It's true. We still have a drink.
Yes, we have a beverage one that needs to come out.
Beverage corner from season 1, folks. So annoy Laura and maybe she'll post it. 200 Instagram followers and you can have the Kafka cocktail.
Phenomenal.
It's a good incentive. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Please like, share, rate, and subscribe to this podcast, especially on Instagram. Email us at somethingwitchypod@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram at somethingwitchypod. Until next time.
Stay meowgical.